What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 141 of Let's Build the City. Today we're building Stark Tower. Let's build Stark Tower.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Stark Tower / the Avengers Tower. I have made this in the past, but I really wanted a new version for Stream City, and here we are. Hopefully you like this version just as much, if not better. This is the amount of space required to make your build. Do feel free to make this grid in your world if you feel as though it will help you out. And here are all...
Alright. And you may be thinking, what is Stark Tower? It's the tower from the Avengers. So, just for all the people asking, what is Stark Tower? You might know Stark Tower because it's from, you know, the Avengers. So, I'm just grabbing the materials that I need.
Please do make sure that you have access to all...
I don't need that much.
Gentlemen, come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid, if you've made it, and count backwards. 1, 2, 3. This is the starting position. Begin by placing 9 light grey concrete extending up from the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then extend backwards by 33.
33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, let's start again. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. To which I'm just going to connect down to make sure that it does join to the corner of my grid. Perfect. So, we then want to take that 33rd block and extend across the build by 18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. To which I'll also connect this down to the bottom as well. And then I will extend the 18th block forwards and join it across to our starting position. So what essentially we're making is a big, giant, light grey concrete box. So let's join all of the 4 corners down to the ground, and I'll tell you what, we'll even join the bottom of this together as well. So quite literally to make a giant light grey concrete rectangle. It actually looks like concrete as well, as it is light grey. So not only is it like just a light grey concrete rectangle, it actually does just look like a big giant solid block of actual concrete. So what we want to have should look exactly like this. So the next thing we're going to do is, starting from the top front left-hand corner of our giant light grey concrete block, we want to move backwards from this corner. 1, 2. And on top of this block right here, place 9 light grey concrete.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to start adding some form to this building. So from this block, we then want to place an up left diagonal moving towards the back of the building, and then 3 light grey concrete on top. 1, 2, 3. Now, that exact same thing that we have done, we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more times in total. So we're just going to count the amount of times that we do this exact same thing. So up diagonal towards the back of the build, and then 1, 2, 3 on top. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Build, and then 1, 2, 3 on top. So that would be 1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5, and 6. So, in total, we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those diagonally placed rows of 4 light grey concrete. So, from this last one, we want to place an up left diagonal again, a singular light grey concrete on top, and then from this we are going to place a light blue glass on top of this, and then a white concrete on the outside. So that's just a nice little marker for us for later. From the bottom of the 2 light grey concretes, we'll place a light grey concrete back and left diagonally, extend down 1, 2, 3, and then add another back left diagonal, and we are going to join this down to the frame of our building. So we'll end up with a really, really cool shape actually. It will look like this. Now, this kind of reminds me of a shark, which is funny. Shark? So now that we have done this, we want to move on to the opposite side of the building, and we want to do the exact same thing. So I will remind you of the measurements. We start from the top front right corner of the building, move back 1, 2. On top of this block, place 9 light grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we simply do in total 7. Diagonal. So 1, 1, 2, 3 on top. So that would be 1 in total. And then 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. So start off with 9, 7 times 4 vertical rows of light grey concrete. And from the last one, we'll place an upright diagonal extending backwards, single light grey concrete on top, glass on top of it, white concrete in front of it, and then come down here to the road. Place a back right diagonal here, and then join it down to the frame of our building. So we will have this on both sides, and it will look pretty spectacular once it's done. We are further working on what kind of looks now, it still sort of looks like a shark, but now it's starting to look like a winged creature. I don't know what exactly, but we're getting there. Or maybe even like a rabbit with like 2 ears. But anyway, the next one we're going to do is we are going to add a bit of framing around what we've just made. So the easiest way to do it is actually to start all the way down here at the bottom of the very long rows that we've made, the vertical straight ones, and we place a row of white concrete behind and outside of the rows of light grey concrete, right? So this row of white concrete, it just extends all the way up, and it is going to sit on the outside of our light grey concrete, okay, like this. And the reason that that is important is that we can then, and let's do it on the other side of the outside of our light grey concrete, okay, like this. And the reason that that is important is that we can then, and let's do it on the other side as well, because I don't want to forget to do it on the other side too. So let's extend the white concrete, just remember, behind and outside of the row of light grey. This helps us to create depth. It just is just a nice little feature to the building, like this. So remember, on the outside, it just kind of goes all the way around like that. It looks pretty cool. So we end up with this singular white concrete here, and what we then want to do is, in front and above this, we place another white concrete, extend it forwards by one row, and this is from the left side. We then want to place two up and forward diagonal, white concrete, extend forwards by 1, 2, 3, 4. And then extending inwards now, so inwards and to the right diagonally, inwards and forwards, we place a white concrete, extend forwards 1, 2, and then inwards and right diagonally, place one in front. We then want to place two inwards and forwards diagonals like this. The second one, we extend in by 1, and then we do this one more time, we place another diagonal, like this. The second one.
Hello, Josie Carapi. Welcome to live stream. Hopefully I said your name correctly. If not, I'm very sorry.
We extend in by 1. And then we do this one more time. We place another diagonal, inwards and forwards, and then extend to the right by 1. Now we have to have a center point, so we place an inwards and forwards diagonal. So we now want to extend this diagonal block to the right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is actually the center row. So from here, we simply just have to repeat what we've already done onto this side, and everything will connect together nicely. So from the end of this row, we place an inward and to the right diagonal, extend right 1. Inward and right diagonal, extend right by 1. 2 inward and right diagonals, 1, 2. Extend the second one back by 1. We then want to place another inward and right diagonal like this, and extend back by 2, 1, 2. Then one more time, inward and right diagonal, extend back by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just have to join this downwards like this. So we place a couple of diagonals, 1, bottom right diagonals 2, and then extend back by 1. And then you should notice that this mirrors the opposite side. pretty cool shape. So whilst it might look as though that we've not filled in a lot of the building, a lot of this is actually the hard part, ladies and gentlemen. So you should be quite happy that we've actually made it to this point. So from here, we are going to add more white concrete framing, which will help us shape the building further. So starting on the left side here, where we have this row of 5 white concrete, we want to place grey concrete on the inside of this first block. We do have to be specific. We then want to extend the grey concrete upwards by 1, 2. Place a white concrete on the outside of the second block, and then extend the white concrete forwards by 13. 1, 2.
I set you a friend request. Okay.
On the outside of the second block, and then extend the white concrete forwards by 13.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then extend a block inwards and forwards like this, and forwards by 2, 1, 2. Then place another from right diagonal and extend forwards 1, 2. Then extend 2 from right diagonal, so 1, 2. Extend to the right by 2, 1, 2. Now we want to place another from right, then extend 2. Then place another from right diagonal and extend forwards 1, 2. Then extend 2 from right diagonal, so 1, 2. Extend to the right by 2, 1, 2. Now we want to place another from right diagonal. We then want to extend this block to the right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is once again a pivotal row. So this is the center, and all we have to do is pretty much just copy what we did on that side over onto this side again. So that means an inwards and right diagonal, extend to the right by 2, 1, 2. We then want to place 2 inward right diagonals, so 1, 2. Extend back by 2, 1, 2. Place an inwards and right diagonal and extend back by 2, 1, 2. Place an inwards and right diagonal and extend back by, well, quite a lot actually. We extend back by 13.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is that point over there, so we can place a grey concrete and extend down by 2, and in doing that we actually have the same thing on both sides now. So you can see how this is shaping together really, really nicely. And we're almost at the point where we don't have to place all of these diagonal rows of stuff in thin air. So the next one we're going to do is we are now going to start extending the white concrete backwards. We're actually going to start all the way back over here on this side, as everything just seems to start on this side. And we are going to place behind this row of white concrete a row of 7 white concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Extend up by 2, 1, 2. Place a front of the right diagonal. Place 1 on top. Extend right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Extend up by 2, 1, 2. Upper right diagonal. Extend up by 2, 1, 2. Extend left by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And then down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
and then simply just extend right like this. So the end result will look looks so weird. The end result will look like this, to which we can then come over onto the opposite side over here, and we can extend this white concrete backwards by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And then extend up by 2. 1, 2. And then place an up left diagonal. 1 on top. Extend left by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up by 2. 1, 2. Then place an up left diagonal. Up 2. Right by 11. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we simply just want to extend down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then extend forwards like this. So we can join the top of the shape together at the front. And you can probably even do it at the back as well if you like. But just the top really, because I don't know whether we're going to add glass into the top of this or white concrete. We'll kind of just see when we get there. But the end result anyway, and once again I do want to keep pointing out that we are making tremendous progress. The end result should look exactly like this. So, what are we going to be doing next? We are going to add the back.
Okay. Alexa, turn on Jaden's room.
Alexa, turn on Jaden's room.
Okay.
Tower. So this is all of the part of the tower that requires any sort of finesse. The rest of this is actually pretty much just the same shape, extended back and up. So we come all the way down to this part of the tower here, just above the light grey concrete line, behind this white concrete area here, and we place a row of 11 grey concrete extending backwards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna shut my door, guys. Wait, nah, I'm not gonna shut my door.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We then want to place an inward left diagonal, extending out the back like this. So in left, extend back by 2, 1, 2. And then an in left diagonal, extend back by 1, 2. Inward left diagonal, so 1 and then 2. Extend to the left by 2, 1, 2. And then place an inward and left diagonal. Then extend this diagonal across to the left by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all we simply have to do is mirror this shape that we've made. So we place an in left diagonal and go left by 2, 1, 2. 2 in left diagonal, so 1, 2. Have to do is mirror this shape that we've made. So we place an in left diagonal and go left by 2, 1, 2. 2 in left diagonal, so 1, 2. Extend forwards by 1. Place an inward left diagonal and then extend forwards by 2. 1, 2, and then place just another outward diagonal like this and extend all the way forwards. So we should have this shape right here, kind of like half an oval. Now the cool thing about this shape is that we can extend it all the way up to, let me show you where the line is, just underneath where the white concrete line is here. So if we take a look from the outside, this line here. So that might seem a little bit crazy, like that's an insane amount. Yes it is. Yes it is, Doc. So we want to take all of this grey concrete here. So that might seem a little bit crazy, like that's an insane amount. Yes it is. Yes, it is dark oak. So we want to take all of this grey concrete here and literally just the entire shape that we've just made. You can see how painstaking this is. We literally want to extend this all the way up to the top, like this. And, by the way, it is also just going to connect here as well, like it's going to connect forwards and fill this shape in here, and it will then extend inwards and are going to connect. We want to extend this all the way up to the top, like this. By the way, it is also just going to connect here as well, like it's going to connect forwards and fill the shape in here and this. And by the way, it is also just going to connect here as well, like it's going to connect forwards and fill the shape in here, and it will then extend inwards and around the white concrete line that we have below the big line, if that makes sense. So just to show you from the outside, it will extend up from the back, fill this gap in, and extend forwards and fill the little line in the gap between the two white lines. So let's do it. Perfect. So now that we have placed all of our Perfect. So now that we have placed all of our grey concrete and we are left with something that kind of looks like a penguin with glasses. starting from this long row here, we want to add a row of white concrete. Perfect. So now that we have placed all of our grey concrete and we are left with something that kind of looks like a penguin with glasses, we want to grab our white concrete and add a row of white concrete starting from this long row here. We want to add a row of white concrete. All the way around the grey concrete. So this is going to create depth, and it is also going to help us separate some of the colours of the tower. So what I mean by that is that now that we have added a row of white concrete all the way around the top of the grey concrete, okay, so what we now want to do is mark out on top of the grey concrete area, however sitting behind the white concrete area, we want to place a row of 4 light grey concrete extending up on top of the grey concrete, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We then want to place a white concrete in front of this 4th block, place a row of 5 grey concrete on top of the light grey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place white concrete in front of the grey, and then proceed to place a row of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grey concrete, which we are not going to place anything in front of. So these rows right here are very, very simple, but quite important. So all we're going to do is extend on top of the row of grey concrete that we have already placed, so we know the shape, and we are going to extend it forwards. So this is with the light grey, this is with the grey. We're going to simply just place it on top of the grey concrete, extend it forwards, make sure it's so we know the shape, and we are going to extend it forwards. So this is with the light grey, this is with the grey. We're going to simply just place it on top of the grey concrete, extend it forwards, make sure it sits behind the white concrete shape, and we'll do the exact same thing with the grey concrete as well. So the grey concrete, just as an example, you know, extending forwards just so that it just sits just behind the white concrete, just all the way up to the top like this, and we'll extend these rows back and around and as high as they have to go.
That's easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I can do this literally so easy.
We'll extend these rows back and around and as high as they have to go. Perfect. So now we have raised
Yeah? Alright, guys, I'm gonna end the video here because my dinner's ready. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys.